Good afternoon. I'm going to try and do some mixed media tags. I've been thinking about these this morning. It works in my head, but I'm not sure how it's going to translate. But we'll see. We'll give it a go. It might take a couple of parts because it's quite a long process. So this is just a piece of a cereal box that I have gessoed twice just to give me something to key to. I have all these coloured pieces all cut. I'm going to collage these onto here. And then we're going to use gelatos, a bit of washi tape, and ultimately what I'm doing is making tags to hold these little discs that are part of my daughter's journal. I'm making her a sort of a gothic supernatural journal, and this is all part of that. So we'll get stuck in and we'll see how it goes. This might never see the light of air, but we'll see. We'll have a go. It worked in my head, but that doesn't always mean anything. Most things work in my head until I try to do them. So I'm just going to glue all of this down onto the card, and that will be the first piece. And if I can do this bit really fast, then we might get it all in one video, or we might have to come back. So this is going to be very randomly placed. I have a couple of different sizes here, cut some big, some small. I did mess about with it just to see where I might consider placing a few things, but each time I completely changed the layout, so it is all a bit random, and it's all about just getting everything to overlap and fit in wherever it does. I'm sure you have realised by now I am quite a messy crafter, and probably why I do not have lovely polished nails, because you're going to see me get them covered in gelato. My fingers will be covered in a minute. So we'll get that, maybe put this piece down over here. So if I get all these big pieces in, then I can use the smaller pieces just to overlap and add more dimension to it. And as you can see, I'm not worried about getting glue on these pieces because the whole lot's going to be covered in a few minutes just to seal it. So let me see. I want to put you here, across there. My daughter was quite freaked when I told her what I was doing because, like myself, she's quite a dark person and doesn't usually go for a lot of colour. So I had to keep telling her that it'll work. There'll be black in there somewhere. So, let's see. I think maybe, yep. I think I'm going to need a new bottle of this soon. It's just a clear decoupage glue, but it doesn't dry sticky, which was always my issue with Mod Podge when I used it. If it leave everything so tacky on me, and I couldn't stand it. Maybe put a little piece of you just to, yep, just to break up that big block. I think YouTube will allow me about 30 minutes, so if I go over the 30 minutes it will have to go into 2 videos. And let me see. I don't like that now. No, that has got a wee bit. I'm going to have to cover that over. And that could maybe go in across here. Right. As you can see, it is quite random the way I was doing this. And I do need overlapping lines, and you will see why in a little minute. What is that? Put you right across. Yeah. Sorry, I'm working ahead of myself. As I said, I've messed about with this layout a few times this morning, and every time I had them placed differently. I hope I'm staying in frame. Okay, we're going to go with that across here, and maybe that going down and breaking that up. Maybe just there. We want more dots there. Maybe a bit of this. As you can see, it's very random. I don't know whether it'll work or not, but I'll keep going. It's the thing with mixed media, the more layers you put on, usually the better it can look. On there. And we want to put a bit of green just to, yeah, I think we can balance top and bottom there. I'll trim around all the excess before the next stitch. So, oh, we're stuck to the background. Good start. Just set that there. Try to balance it and not get glue on the table. Let me see, where is my wee knife? So that across there, that will lift it off. There. Now, I'm going to just lift that off the background in a minute. I'm going to trim off some of these pieces on the back that I don't need. We have renovations going on next door, so there's a bit of banging and hammering. Hopefully they'll not start kangoing. It has been very noisy here over the summer, but hopefully it'll all quieten down soon. Just take off the excess. Now, what I need to do next is just put a quick layer of glue over the top, just to seal that layer in. I am trying to do this so fast. Hopefully I won't mess it up just because I'm going so quick. but I want to get in around all those edges and just seal everything down. Now, if I wasn't on camera, I would obviously be doing this a lot slower with a little bit more finesse, but I'm sort of trying to go quick. So, this is our background so far. Now, let's finish with that for the moment. Just sit that. Actually, I'm going to just soak that brush in some water. Back in a jiggy. Because that can get very gunky very quickly. I'll just check that you're able to see what I'm doing. So, and that is actually drying up, almost dry already. But that's glue you do need to work fast. So these are the little discs that these tags will be for. So we've got spirit, air and fire. I'll have to do another 2 for earth and water. But we'll get these 3 done anyway. Now, yeah, that's good enough for me to work with now. So as we've all this sealed, we need to get the gesso again. This is where it gets messy, and what I'm going to do is go in around some of these edges again, and you'll see why. And I don't need to be too precise. At the end of the day, it is mixed media, and mixed media is messy. See what I mean about my nails? I'll be covered in a minute. So you're kind of breaking down the perfect lines of everything. I know I've kept this deliberately geometric looking. But you could do it with all the torn papers if you want. I just think for what I'm trying to achieve, this is better for it. So I'll get my cleaner finger and just make sure I have those edges. Now, so there we are now. That will be dry in a couple of seconds. I'll just wash this off, layer off. So I'm not sure how we are for time now. Oh no, we're good. We're good. Let's go. So the next thing I want to do Actually, I should have had this on already. I was going to put a little bit of washi in places. And I had another one. Can never find the edge in this. Oh, if we're going to start drilling next door, my son will be going berserk. Just put that underneath for now, it will be covered up. I'll put something on the background, just stop it sticking. And maybe another. Across here. Right, let's see. Okay, and we're going to need to just touch a little bit of gesso on the edges of that. Just take make sure everything is well down while I'm doing it. Right, I should probably play music or something when I'm doing this. I don't know. I get absorbed in what I'm doing and I forget to talk to you, so sorry. So that is that piece done. And now we're going to get even more messy. We're going to use the gelatos. It's been a while since I used these. So first, I'm just going to, I know this is just going to look really awful. And I'm going to, first of all, get my finger and start rubbing it in. We will soften some of it down, but we don't want to take it all the way. So we're trying to use your finger just to blend it across and down. So that's what I had to keep telling Holly. It's not all going to be right when I'm done. favourite thing about mixed media is it is so messy. So that is some purple on, and I will continue rubbing all of this in. Just make sure I don't try not to lift anything. And then we're going to go in with some red as well. I know this won't be to everybody's taste, but Holly likes something a little bit different. And she's not exactly a vintage girl. Now there's a few little bits lifting that I am going to go over with glue again when I'm done, just to make sure this will all be sealed again. So getting there, and now we just need to make sure we've got plenty on our edges, although the edges will be redone when I cut out her tags from this background. So yeah, I'm making a bit of purple just to there we go. So that is our background. From that I'm going to cut out 3 tag shapes, and I will make sure my edges are redone. We'll mount our backgrounds and we'll see how it goes, but meanwhile I'm going to go and wash my hands. So I'm going to turn this off, and hopefully I will be able to show you the finished ones in a photograph attached to the YouTube. You'll get to see the finished ones, I hope. I will come back maybe with a part 2 just to show you them finished once I'm all cleaned up. Okay.